What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shonen Showdown. I'm your host, Rob, and sitting to the right of me is
Chris Derard. How y'all doing?
And today we're going to be talking about the One Piece Jump Force roster. Now,
yo.
I listen, Chris, I have no idea what the hell was going on in Bandai Namco. I don't know what they were doing creating this roster right now, but I know my roster is definitely A1, so no one has to worry about me. I don't know how your roster's looking. It might be suspect too, but we'll see.
I'm good. Listen, they gonna find out. The people gonna find out. You guys gonna be the judge. Let's go.
All right. So the way we're gonna do this is, we're gonna tackle each member of the in-game roster and tell you guys whether we want them to stay or we should get rid of them, throw them out in the trash, and if not, who we replace them with. So starting off with obviously, the obvious choice, Luffy. Are we keeping him or are we getting rid of him?
I mean,
we
it's
know
a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. We don't want to waste too much time on this, but we know Luffy already. You know what I mean?
Bested, he is the game.
Exactly. Bested in his lobby. Right. You know what I mean? Bested Marines Ford. Even survived Big Mom's territory. Was taught a lot of new hockey abilities from Rayleigh. He can basically see in the future now with his observation hockey. So he has a lot of cool techniques coming up with the Gear 4, different abilities, Tank Man, Snake Man.
We can go on and on.
We can keep going on and on. So yeah, Luffy obviously, is the obvious choice here, staying at the main character. Now, I think we need to start, this is where it's going to get a little crazy.
Okay.
The next character up, Chris, is Zorro. Now, do we want to toss Zorro in the trash or do we want to keep him?
Wow. Are we gonna get disrespectful that early?
No,
Wow. Listen, shout out to all my Zorro fans out there. Mm-hmm. We support y'all. We with y'all. Team Zorro all day, any day. Zorro gotta be in this.
Okay.
He gotta be.
Listen, Chris, hold on. Yeah. Before you go, I'm also staying with Zorro. Just so y'all know, I'm also staying with Zorro. But I was this close.
Really?
To picking somebody else. And this person I was going to replace him with was actually Jinbei. And I was very, very close. But due to popularity and respecting the Zorro fans out there, I'm going to stay with Zorro. Right. Now tell us why we got to keep Zorro, Chris.
1,000%. It's a popularity thing we have to take into account. One of the things. Zorro, with Jinbei, Mihawk, there's a lot of characters that are much stronger than Zorro right now. Mm-hmm. But we got to go with Luffy's second in command, Zorro. Not to guidance under Mihawk, training under Mihawk, now knows how to use hockey, now has black blades. We can't get rid of Zorro. He's number 2. Gotta be in there. Like,
make
no
Pika look easy. We gotta keep him. So don't worry, Zorro fans. Even though he's not our top 5 swordsman as of yet, still we're gonna keep him in this game. Now 3. Chris. The third person that's in this roster is Sanji. Now, do we want to throw Sanji out and replace him, or do we want Sanji to stay in this game?
Okay, so we had to, at a certain point, you got to make a hard choice. Love Sanji.
Yes.
But up until this point, I personally feel Zorro is ahead of Sanji.
Okay.
As far as his growth, as far as his power, Zorro is ahead of Sanji. So where we give Zorro the benefit of the doubt, with everything he's learned, with all his training, all of that, Sanji, I can't give it to him. So I can't have him in this roster. I don't know about you. What do you think?
I definitely don't have Sanji in mind. And again, I love Sanji. Sanji's actually one of my favorite characters in One Piece. But when we're talking about, representing One Piece as a whole in this game, this is basically like the Super Smash Brothers of the anime kingdom. So when we're doing that, we gotta listen. There's too many straw hats in this roster right now. It's too much. It's overkill. All we need is 2 straw hats, and then we gotta start branching out to the other beasts in the series. So Sanji is getting thrown out. Now, Chris, who are you gonna replace Sanji with? Tread carefully now, because you're gonna throw Sanji out. You make sure.
Listen, in Sanji's place, who I have to bring in is Fujitora.
Ooh.
Put Fujitora in that lineup. Reason why, we already know Fujitora is much stronger than Sanji is right now. Maybe much stronger than Sanji will be. We don't know where the story's gonna lead. We love Sanji, but Fujitora has proven with his gravity fruit and his swordsmanship and being a captain, a commander. Am I correct?
Yes, you are correct.
That he is leaps and bounds above him, and to represent One Piece as a whole, gotta have my man Fujitora. That's me. Love him.
All right, so one of the first mistakes of the list right now that Chris just you replaced Sanji with Fujitora, and I'm not saying that's not an upgrade, but I'm appalled that you forgot this person. This person's actually rolling around in their grave right now because you did not pick them. But I will stand up for him. Let me tell you guys this.
Here we go.
I'm upset. I am utterly upset.
Upset.
I don't know what the hell is going on in Bandai Namco. How do you have a Marine Forward stage and not pick Whitebeard? Whitebeard is the person that needs to be in this game immediately. Scrap the whole list, keep Luffy, and start over and get Whitebeard in this game. Do I need to tell you guys something? I don't care about the 267 sword wounds that Whitebeard has. I don't even care about the 152 gun wounds and the 16 cannon wounds, and he was still standing. And he died standing. I want to talk about how he never had one wound on his back because he was just that elite. And when you're talking about him being at the top of the world, so many pirates wanted his head. But could they touch him? Absolutely not. That's why they had to wait until he passed away before they started trying to make moves. This is where Buggy became a warlord. Oh, Whitebeard's dead. All right, people are moving. Edward Weevil wants to claim that this is his father now. They want to use his name for clout. This is Whitebeard we are talking about. He is so magnificent that Blackbeard actually had to steal his devil fruit just to become a Yonko himself. I am really upset right now. I don't know what Sanji was doing in this game. I don't know what anybody else was doing in this game over Whitebeard. This is disgusting. This is horrific. Get Whitebeard in this game right now. Like, there's no other reason why he should not be in this game.
Okay, so I have a question for you. Maybe the fans want to know this too. So if we recognize Whitebeard to be in this game, correct?
Right.
And we know that Blackbeard is on the original list. Mm-hmm. He's on the original roster.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Is he not on the roster because he also has Whitebeard's devil fruit?
Chris, whoa, do not disrespect Whitebeard like that.
It's not
do
a
not
disrespect.
That is disrespect.
It's not a disrespect.
That is disrespect.
My point is, okay, like we are acknowledging Whitebeard, right?
Yes, we are.
Whitebeard is passed.
Right.
He died. So like Blackbeard is on this list because he has two devil fruits and one being Whitebeard's devil fruit.
But let me tell you something, and you know this is
why I kind of like stayed away from Whitebeard,
because this is a respectable point. But let me tell you something. There's many characters on this list from various different on this roster from various different animes that have been dead and are still put in this game. And I think Whitebeard's name is too great. He has too much value to the series of One Piece not to be put in the game, regardless of whether Blackbeard has his devil fruit or not. I don't care. You know what I mean? Even though Blackbeard got his devil fruit, we all saw how it happened. Blackbeard was almost dead, and Whitebeard was so old age he couldn't move to finish him off. Like this is not Blackbeard being so elite.
He had to check.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
And
right. You think he's dead?
All right, to see if he was dead. Right. After he attacked him with his entire crew. Come on now. He name dropped the series. He told everybody that the One Piece was real. This is Beardy. Put him in the game. All right? There's no reason why Blackbeard should be the reason why Whitebeard shouldn't be. What? Nah. I get that. Absolutely not. Whitebeard swapping out Sanji immediately. No.
All right, so who do we have so far? We agree on Luffy.
We agree on Luffy.
We agree on Zorro.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have Whitebeard being on, and I have Fujitora, right?
Right, for replacing Sanji. But we both agree that Sanji's supposed to be replaced.
We both agree Sanji should be replaced.
Absolutely. Now, let's go into the next pick. In this game, they have Sabo. Now, do we want to keep Sabo, or do we want to get rid of him?
This was a little more challenging.
Right.
And not because Sabo is not nasty.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with Sabo not being nasty, because he is. He was already nice before he got Ace's fruit, and he got even nicer afterwards. So this is not about Sabo not being
He's
nice.
elite in the Revolutionary.
So I really have to think about this. But ultimately, we may stray. I don't know about your list. Ultimately, I do have him staying in my roster. Oh wow! Just because he is second in command of the Revolutionary Army. Like he is a problem. Literally, like he's just too talented, too strong at this point to what we've seen in Dressrosa up until this point. Too nasty to not have him be in that roster. So up to that point, I agree with having him in, but it did take me some thought. It did take me some time to think about other possibilities, but ultimately, I do have him staying.
So here we have it, folks. We have the second mistake of Chris's roster, and when I mention who I'm replacing Sabo with, because everything you just alluded to is perfect. You know, Sabo is a complete beast. We love Sabo. Being Luffy's brother, everything's nice, but I just feel like his placement with this roster, I just feel like they just threw characters in the game without really thinking of everything complementing each other. You know, we see
training under Dragon and Kuma.
I'm saying his placement doesn't complement anything. Like if they put in Koala and put in Sabo, then I would see maybe, like, you know what I mean. But I just feel like right now his placement doesn't have it doesn't match up, because I'm going with Shanks. Shanks is the person that is supposed to be replacing Sabo. Are you kidding me? I don't care what anybody says. This person was the person that literally made Luffy want to become a pirate in the first place. He is a Yonko. He was respected by Whitebeard. He trains with Mihawk all the time. He is Yonko level. He's a complete beast. He shut down the whole Marineford War. This is Shanks. This is red-haired Shanks. His crew is unreal. You know, we got Yasa, we got Ben Beckman, we got the whole crew. Get Shanks in this game. Throw Sabo out, and there's no disrespect to Sabo or Sabo fans, because obviously, as I've stated earlier, I love Sabo, but Shanks is a much better fit. He's a much better pick. You know, even if you're talking about, you know, handing down the generations of the Straw Hat, you know, going from Roger down, now you're going to Shanks, now you're going to Luffy. He means too much of representing One Piece to not put him in this game as a One Piece character. And it would also be very good because we don't know everything about his abilities. So this is where Bandai Namco as game developers can actually, you know, start giving a little Easter eggs towards of what we're gonna see.
That's where I strayed from it, simply for the fact that we don't know the full extent of his powers. So really, like, what would his purpose really be in the game? His storyline and how it fits with the rest of the roster, A1. Because we know how Luffy came up under him, idolized him as a pirate, and wants to be a pirate like Shanks. And carries around his hat that Goldie Roger once held. But at the same time, we don't know him like a dragon. We don't know the full extent of their power. So to put them in the game is like, what will you really get from them, you know?
You could get, the possibilities are pretty much endless. I mean, if you think about it, Shanks has been in One Piece video games before, actually. And, you know, there's been ideas where they've given hints to him basically just being an elite swordsman with amazing hockey. And even that, I would have taken. If he was just,
you would have taken that.
I would have taken him just being an elite swordsman with crazy hockey. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good with that. That is enough because of who Shanks is. You know, they got to put him in this game.
I feel like if we got more of Shanks' power, definitely, no question, I would have been all for him being in the game. Because we don't, I feel like it's kind of like what if, what might they do, what might they not do. So it's like, for
we've gotten little snippets, like small snippets. It's not like this is a dragon situation where it's like we have literally seen absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Then I would have been like, okay. You can't even imagine with Dragon because there's nothing there. We don't know devil fruit, hockey. We don't know anything. Okay. So that's the person I'm going with to replace Sabo. Now,
so we're 4 out of 5.
We are, yes.
Okay.
For the 5th person that's in this roster, it is Blackbeard. Now, Chris, do we throw back Blackbeard out or do we keep him in this game? Tread carefully.
Blackbeard. With Blackbeard, I still have him.
Okay.
I still have him in. Because he's one of the biggest, if not the biggest antagonist in the One Piece story. No matter what arc it is. Blackbeard is always little mentioned, Easter eggs of what he may be up to,
right?
Certain things, and we see stages of where he's become now and where he's come now. Even when we don't see him on the screen, Blackbeard, huge antagonist, especially now having 2 Devil Fruits.
Right.
The only person we know of to have 2 Devil Fruits. So Blackbeard, antagonist with his pirate crew.
Unreal pirate crew.
Unreal pirate crew.
Level 6 impel down level people in his crew.
Literally ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shiryu of the Rain, he has him second in command. Blackbeard is to be reckoned with. I'm telling y'all, antagonist, so he gotta be in here.
Yes, I listen, Chris. I completely agree. You got to keep Blackbeard in here. I mean, we're talking about somebody that literally has the Revolutionary Army's bases blowing up and having them to relocate and make moves because of his power. He has grown tremendously since the Marineford arc. He is the reason why Ace ended up actually dying. So we have reasons to not even like him. This is the reason why you got to keep him in this game. He makes the perfect villain. And this is why you should put Whitebeard in the game too. But let me digress. Yeah, you gotta keep him in here. Also, you gotta mention the Payback War as well.
Yeah.
With the Whitebeard pirates, and Blackbeard also handles his businesses there. So we gotta give it to him. He makes this list. Now for the last pick, Bandai Namco, Chris, has selected Boa Hancock to be in this game. Now I don't know about you, but I already know my answer to this. And if you guys can see the look on my face right now, which you obviously can, you know what I'm doing with Boa Hancock. Are you keeping her or are you throwing her out, Chris?
So I don't know what the hell anybody was thinking when they put her in the roster. I don't know if it's because she's the most beautiful woman or what it is. Listen, we know, okay, that she is a Shichibukai. We know this, right? Pirate Empress. We know all this stuff. Has her own island, okay?
Right.
We know this. Incredibly powerful. Let's not disrespect.
I'm not doing that.
Right, incredibly
I don't want to disrespect Boa Hancock.
On the level of the guys that we mentioned before, and even people I know we were considering,
right?
She is not there.
Thank you.
Like, we can run off so many other names, so many other characters.
Thank you.
Of people who have abilities and who have proven themselves much more in the storyline than she has. So with that in mind, I can't sit there and look at the roster and just say, okay, she should be on it, other than the fact simply that she helped Luffy to get into Impel Down.
Right.
And just kind of like was in the storyline with the Whitebeard, the Great War.
Right.
Right? So it's kind of like, how can I really keep her in there except for that fact? Simply, I don't really know. We haven't seen her go in.
Exactly.
So
listen, everything you just said is perfect, Chris. I'm throwing her out, and that is exactly why I am replacing her with Big Mom. Are you kidding me? Why is Big Mom not being the strong female lead role character representing One Piece? Are you kidding me? There is no reason why Big Mom should not be in this list right now. And listen, I already know what a lot of people are going to say about my list. It is a Yonko heavy list. You're damn right it's a Yonko heavy list, because you're talking about a game that has Goku and Vegeta and Nine-Tailed Fox, Naruto and Sasuke. Yes, we're competing. We're bringing the heavy hitters. Let me tell you something about Big Mom right now.
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Let's just get into this. Her sweet general, Katakuri, right, has just been defeated by Luffy in the anime, right? Can I tell you that he has pushed Luffy to the absolute possible limit that he is, and this is Big Mom's underling right now, has pressed Luffy to his utmost capacity. This is he couldn't go any higher, right? Big Mom has incredibly tough skin, right? She oversees so many parts, has so many different territories. Her Kankurasaki's unreal. I mean, her own family had to put in earplugs at the wedding just so they didn't even get knocked out. So, like, Germa 66 couldn't handle Big Mom. The Straw Hats couldn't handle Big Mom. Like, the Fire Tank Pirates with Beji couldn't even handle Big Mom. So what answer do you really have when you come into contact with Big Mom? It's either you run away or you run away. Like, that's it. You're losing your lifespan if you don't do either of those two things. So Big Mom, unreal. She has to be in this game. We see all her cool abilities. Her soul fruit is unreal, you know, and she has so many cool abilities that we would love to see competing with other characters from different shows. Gotta put Big Mom in this game. No reason why she shouldn't be in this game. Chris.
Okay. Listen. At this point, it's like we're trying to get the best in there, as far as like storylines and everything. We're trying to like blend together, and also it's you can't refute that because we know what Big Mom is. She is a problem.
Right.
Literally a problem. When
Right.
you get to Yonko, you can pick out of a hat which one you want because they are all problems.
Right.
But I'm not gonna go that route. Actually,
Whoa.
I'm not gonna go Big Mom route.
If you don't
Lover,
pick Big Mom,
I'm not gonna pick Big Mom. Who I have in this is Akainu.
oh,
I have Akainu in this storyline. This man, okay, we love Whitebeard, right? We love Whitebeard. Okay, give him credit, all that stuff. We see what he did at Marineford, literally destroyed it like it was nothing. Akainu in that entire arc was killing people off, messing people up in that entire arc at Marineford, and beyond. Went on to become Fleet Admiral, went on to control the entire army, the entire navy per se, and is literally in direct connection with the Gorosei. So at this point, I cannot sit back.
You are making him sound way better than he actually is.
I can't wait. At this point, let's understand. At this point, anybody who gets to walk up into the five elders and talk to them any type of way is not no pushover. Okay, so let's not get it
Chris,
twisted.
you are being very generous.
Not get it twisted.
First of all,
okay?
assume the role of Fleet Admiral. That's because Sengoku stepped down. If Sengoku didn't step down, there would have been no open vacancies for him to even make that.
You're right.
And walking into the Gorosei made sure their presence was felt when Akainu got into the room. They made sure that their presence was known. They said, "Chill, all right. You better stop. This is not the type of energy you want to have around us, all right?" And he said, "All right, you know what? I'll cool off. He has a temper. We know he's a hothead, but don't make it sound like he's this big bad."
You're being disrespectful right now. You're being very disrespectful right now. Okay, like the man, not only for the fact that he's hot tempered, but he does have tactician mentality. Okay, he knows how to play on emotions. He knows how to. We saw that with Ace.
Yes, we did.
That's how Ace died. So it's not just all like hot-headedness without any control over emotion.
Right.
He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows which buttons to press, and he's also amazingly strong. Amazingly strong.
Right.
So it's not.
Is he stronger than Sengoku though?
Stronger than Sengoku?
Yes.
I don't see the way you put it. I don't think Sengoku stepped down. No. Hold on. I don't think Sengoku stepped down because it was just like that's the only reason why he couldn't be Fleet Admiral, just because Sengoku stepped down. He wasn't stronger than Sengoku. I don't think that was he was getting old. Sengoku was getting old. He was like, I'm tired of this. I gotta fight off Whitebeard. I gotta fight off all this stuff and everything. He just came in real quick. Akainu probably did the same thing to Blackbeard's crew that Sengoku did. You remember in Marineford when Sengoku was demolishing them? Akainu could have done the same thing. He was just preoccupied with all of Whitebeard's pirates, how many different fleets.
But if we're gonna talk about him being a Fleet Admiral, he's got to be Fleet Admiral level, which is why I'm Admiral level.
So he's
which
not?
Is why I'm asking. Huh?
He's not?
Is he stronger than Sengoku?
At this point of the story?
I'm asking you. You tell me.
At this point of the story?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, I disagree personally. I think it's close. It's closer now because Sengoku is older. But I just think that Golden Buddha form is not something that can be reckoned with. That's
okay.
You can't fool around with that.
After Marineford,
we saw what happened to Blackbeard.
But after Marineford.
After Marineford, yes.
Do you think Akainu stayed at the same level?
Do you think Sengoku stayed at the same level?
After Marineford? Yes.
You think he just stayed
He
stagnant?
wasn't doing no training.
I mean, after a war, I would think that maybe, maybe the people that are in the Marines that they just lost so many lives because of Beardy running around going crazy, and you think they're just gonna stay stagnant and not make moves? I think Sengoku did step down because he was getting older. I agree with you, Chris. Akainu was more fresh blood. He's younger. You know what I'm saying? He does have a strong sense of what he thinks is actual justice.
And his plot in the story
is very important. It's very important. We know him. He's the ace killer. I just think you're making him sound a lot better. But I'm not going to disrespect the pick, though. It's a nice pick. It's a solid pick. You know what I mean? It's definitely better than Boa Hancock. So I'll give you two claps. I'll give you two claps for that. That was absolutely nice.
There's 50 people, bro.
I don't know what Boa Hancock was the most random pick. I don't know, to represent One Piece.
I could make Law. Like
if I kept Sanji, I would have put Reiju in there from Germa 66 or something. Even if they're trying to have a stronger female presence from One Piece, I understand that, but I think it should complement. And I just think Boa Hancock was just all right. Let's just throw all the One Piece characters in a blender and then whatever comes out.
And her being Shichibukai is also circumstantial, because remember, she has to be for the Navy not to come into her island.
Right.
So it's kind of like a circumstantial thing, more so than it is like an all-out power thing where they fear her, so she has to be a Shichibukai because they don't want her on the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not. Yeah. It's more of a, to me, it's more of a circumstantial thing. But
right. Yeah. I completely disagree. But that is our list. Guys, let's just run through our list real fast so that everyone knows what we're talking about. So I got Luffy, I have Zorro, I have Whitebeard, I have Shanks, I have Blackbeard, and ultimately ending my list, I have Big Mom.
Got it. I have Luffy, both agree on that. I got Zorro, I got Sabo, I got Fujitora, I got Blackbeard, and I got Akainu.
All right. So you guys down in the comment section below, let us know whose list you think is better, and if you don't agree with either of our lists, let us know who you would put in the game. If you don't have Whitebeard in any of your lists, I'm not even gonna bother reading them because that is just unreal. There's no reason. With that, guys, we're signing out.
Peace.